welcome back everyone. Here we are through step 16. Got plenty of progress made. I think pretty much got those two sides complete. So we just got the one side and the outer casing to do tonight. It's really looking good. This is really popping for me. I think it's just a really good looking set so far. If you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. You get to see all my successes and all my failures and how I hopefully fix the inevitable failures as they come up. Just have a good time, stay loose, and we're just here to have fun, building silly little models. But if you've seen any kits or sets or builds that you want me to take a shot at, feel free to drop in the comments. I'm always looking to add on to my list. And without any further ado, we're ready to jump into step 17. So, grab that, and I think it's in here. Yeah. So, bring in a little tighter, and we'll get rolling. Oh yeah, these were all separate pieces on those. Put them together for storage. But starting off pretty straightforward. Take E17, and we're supposed to tape you in. It says to do a couple of medium strips that way. I think I'm going to do long strips on here, or short strips on here going this way. Just because I'm feeling like a rebel tonight. I think I'm gonna anyway. Yeah. I'll do 3 of them, just every other one there. And those positions, so let's pop the backs off our. I'm pretty sure it's called nano tape. I'm honestly not sure if that's a brand name or just what this kind of tape is called. And lined up marks on there and drop you down. Alright. And let's here's where we make our little fryer dealio. I think you go on first. And you on top. And now we put our little. I'm not super familiar with Japanese food, so I don't know what these are supposed to represent, but I'm gonna just take the old B7000 and try and put a drop of glue on the bottom of each one of our little hoppers there. Hopefully my plan works. Right down in the glue. Well, I don't guess it needed glue. It's pretty snug in there anyway. Thought they were going to be loose. They are very tight there. And quite a bit of force just to get them into the. Yep. Don't worry about glue on that. Not going anywhere. Well, that part will. But I guess maybe I should glue that in. But I won't. Now. I hate it when they do this. They're telling me to glue it onto here before I put it on here. I'm going to put it on the base first, then I'm going to glue it back in place. Because that seems to be more logical to me. Got you facing that way. Get a flat surface to glue onto. It's just, or, tape onto. It says use tape, but I'm going to use glue because it's sort of an uneven surface and I want to be able to fill in the voids. Got our little marks for where each one goes. Oh, does it have? Oh, it's actually got feet to. Okay, so this will. You're definitely going to use the glue on that because that's, let's say, way too uneven. You got a gap and everything. I think the tape would be too thin to do that with. So. Make sure and get the dowels and whatnot facing forward. Just a healthy dollop on the bottom here from me, I think. And then our soup bowls or whatever here. I'm going to stick with the glue because I'm just feeling it. There. All right. I'll send you this side. That was, oh, wait a second, we got one more piece to, I think, I put it in the wrong one. I'm supposed to put, one of our cherry blossoms does go down here on our base. Do that right quick. So, now I'll set you aside. This guy out, or another door. Sticker sheet. Yeah. J4. Here. J6 goes in that one. Thought I saw a cat hair in there. Oh yeah, I did. There it is. Okay. Oh, I just need the rest of these pieces too. Plenty of doodads and who's-its and what's-its on this one. There we go. Here. Pull that thing back out. I wasn't paying attention. Like I said last night, we're supposed to put this on the back after we put that thing where it's rocking. Do this first. Go. A couple of mediums along each edge, they say. The mediums on that one. That's not the stuff. There's an old one. It's much easier to put this on. It's actually not. It's actually stable. Alright. Now, put this guy back in place. And go with 37. Another sticker, J7 goes on this one. onto the side of our door or window. Oops, not paint that one. Those studs painted up right quick. Tabs or whatever. Coats on them. Alright. And you on top with the end hole sticking out here, so like so. Take your little into and this guy catches the other end of the sign to there. Yeah. That goes. Should find it. Pressure down here. Not like that, I can't. There it went. Backwards, of course. Trouble painting those flowers on there. I'm gonna make sure I get them displayed. Okay. That way. Get our, as we've been doing on this build, ones with the studs go on either end. And fill in the gap with ones smooth there. Down. Slide again there. A couple of more medium strips to hold our tiles on it. I grabbed smalls instead, so spread them out a little bit more. Let's see where you're K9. Yep, that's the one. Oh, K9. Forgot to pull that, but it was the only one left after I pulled all the other ones, so I figured it must have been right. outside. This goes to here. And up here. I think gonna need to paint that one white. I believe it's gonna be on the outside. And okay. I'll bring this guy back in. There, and there. There, and there. Right. Hopefully without knocking all the other stuff off. And I think get more painting to be done. And that in. I don't even think that'll be visible on here when it's all said and done, but I got the ink, I got the marker right there, might as well. Okay, and that's all of 18, so I set you over there. Now on to 19. Our side out. Here. That's right side up. Do some stickering. One and two over here. I think that's the end of the stickers. Oh yeah, this is 19. Did I say that? We're moving on to 19 now. So that part, I get to do some more assembling. Let's start with this guy. We got another roof section. There we go. Into this one, got any details on it? I don't see any details on either side, so I'm just going to pick that side. In. This one goes here. Now, a couple of mediums pieces of tape here. That's the one without mediums left. Way facing. This is the job for the old stamp. Whoop, came out. Okay. And with that happening, that is coming off very easily. I'm going to run a little bead of glue right there, just to make sure it stays where I want it to stay at the end. Just now, so not much, just enough to make sure it's not structural or anything, just holding it in place. Now, get it off. This guy in place. Now, a little balcony situation it looks like. So, yep. And white paint on there. Okay. Let's see here. Which way goes up? Okay, well, two holes in the end go this way. Come back here. Okay. One more dab of paint. Go hopefully straight through all the way to the outside. Should line up, it will. It looks pretty good on this and that side. There it was, just a really tight fit. Alright. Now, slide our storefront one, and I missed one. concludes step 19. So let me reset and grab step 20. Okay, here we go. Next bit, I gotta pick it up. This is a lamp holder, so pop you in there and hopefully it snaps together. Yeah, well, seems secure enough for that. Then this guy, like so, goes in from the back. So, and we're going to put another, this goes on top of that, so that's going to conceal that for us. Neil's coming in again. She's about to litter box herself, so use her litter box rather. So let me give her a little privacy, and I'll be right back and we'll wrap this one up. Okay. She didn't take long, but I'm sure y'all not interested in hearing her rattle around in there. Okay, now this one, I got a bracket for our wire, and I guess you go up, looks like you're supposed to go up where it's basically even with the bottom over our bracket through. Okay, it spins on there, so that's okay. Let's see, get one of these guys right on top of our little. Tightly goes right there. And yep. Oh, there it is. I thought about it on a few of them. A little more to go up and on the top. Alright. And I say this thing spins around so it shows our little symbol when the time comes. Okay. And with that, it is time to put this on the other side. Okay. I remember which. Let's go. Yeah, they're all down at the bottom. On this one, there's no. Where does the? Okay, and the wire is supposed to go into that little hole right there. So we'll. Bring you in. Widen it out. Okay, you. Sidewalk up there, and get one in. Extra force on it. There we go. Got both in together. Nice tight fit on the sidewalks down here again. Thing looking really cool. And here's our view down the alley. Looking. Trying to see anywhere. You got that mirror, and I don't see anywhere to mount it. I hadn't even got that far in the instructions yet either. But okay, so that concludes step 20. So put you aside and grab 21. And then this one. Let's see. Guys. Ooh. Not. Into here. These guys go in. There. I'm making the corner a little proud there. This one. And going to be where our touch sensor is held. Now, use two of our long strips on here, it says. Okay, no, we did not. Okay. There we go. Kick it over a little bit because it's got the steps on that side. step up there. It doesn't really show from the back. But I'm assuming we want the flush with the bottom, and it did line up with our little pattern over there. Okay, now here. I guess I could have been. Piece. This guy. I think that's right side up. Those guys. Little elevated sign situation there. That's cool. Okay, so that's gonna line. There's one sticking out over there on our display, so this should line up with that one. I hate that y'all can't see this, but zoom it out a little bit. That thing was standing up on its own. Until I drew attention to it and got stage fright. Cherry blossom here. Okay, that concludes 21. I can set you aside and let that cherry blossom hopefully dry in place. And move to 22. Last of our lights in place. Start with this guy. Okay. One long boy. Okay. These guys go on. And to the back here. And I did that upside down. Okay, so yeah, it's supposed to go like this on the side with the tabs here. Nope. Face it. That. Okay, that means I gotta take you off and the few. That glue good for 2 uses. Feels like it. Cool. Now this goes in. Here. And tabs. Yeah, goes into top 4. This goes on top of that one. And yep. I think it's going to work on that one. I've got some. Let's see. Oop. There's a couple more long guys on the nano teeth bits. And alright, and now we install that one onto the front. And where are we going with that? I'm just laying it back in. I guess that's time. That went in really easy, so. There we go. Front looking good. And now our last light bulb. I'm going to put it there it is. Mount into these two notches here. Let's see here. Right. First things first, gotta get you through fixture. Go all the way up, I'm assuming. Nope. Yeah. On the back side. First bracket in place. Here. Drop you into notches there and there. Flowers facing front. I got a couple more brackets to run the wire back through like so. Get you. Oops. So that's going into the outer wall. So it's back here. Okay. It's going to be concealed either way. There. Go straight down into the same hole as our initial wire. I think. Guys out maybe there. Now to work on our roof and pull the. Didn't even pull it off the form. Three medium pieces around here of our nano tape. I think I've got 3 of them left on this one, but I'll use a big one if I need to. see it there? Maybe it is on the other side. Yeah, it was. Let's see. That side facing up, I'm sure. And drop you in place here. Ooh, that did bad things to the split up pretty bad on the plywood there, but I think it's pressed back in place. I think it's alright. Okay. Roof in place. Get those wires. Alright, I think that's the end of 22, and that's as much as I've pulled. So I'm gonna go pull the last few pieces. Basically, we got to build our battery box, wire it up, and put our back section on. Oh, okay, the mirror goes onto the back section. I see it now. I've been wondering where that was going to end up at. And then, yeah, battery box, back section wired up. Yeah, so it should be pretty straightforward, I think. Ooh, actually, looks like there's another plant going in somewhere. Oh, okay, in the front. Okay, go into our, above our little switch, gets another little planter. Okay, so I'm going to go gather those last few pieces up, and I'll be right back, and we'll wrap this thing up. Okay, so we got our little teardrop goes at the top. I think I forgot a piece. No, I didn't. No, that's right. And we drop in our as you can see, I'm refusing to. I got another one of those screw-in battery covers, and I just refuse to play with that. And that. Now, switch. Okay, the big one. Okay, so they should just line up. Yeah. Got, looks like this one's actually going to mount into the bottom of the box. That's a new one. Where's it now? Oh, okay, back here, yeah, it's got a couple of holes left. So we'll go in back. And the wiring bit goes to the top here. Okay. Hope everything stays in place there. Okay, so here and here and here. Okay. Take our touch switch. Got the slot there, and which way goes out? Okay, the smooth side goes out. It looks like okay. It's supposed to go. No, I'm upside down, so it doesn't. Yeah, this is the right way. Okay, so that. peek here. Yeah. And we're still not doing the wiring. We're going to put the back on now. Okay, so sure nothing fell off while I was doing all that. No, the lantern's rocking around, but it's not. I may be a little bit late on this one tonight because it's already 20 past 10, and it'll be pushing it to get things situated here. So let's see. This is where our mirror goes. It's mounted on the back wall. So if you these guys in here. That thing. There it goes. Right now, our wires are out of the way. To the back. Alright. It completes the back. And now tore up some of my roof there, but I'll be alright. And a departure from what I normally do, I'm actually going to use their included electrical tape to wire these things together. I usually, like y'all probably know, I usually just play around, just use some of the connectors I've got sitting around the house. So first thing, I'm going to twist and pull the insulation off the black wire. Separate you. Extra small wires are always fun to deal with. I wonder how many fractions of a penny they saved by using this. I don't know, but can't imagine what gauge this is, but extra small gauge, whatever. Gang those guys all up. Just gonna be barely long enough. This is gonna be, this is gonna be pretty close. Yeah. Okay, so I'll gang this group together first. I was gonna use their electrical tape. I don't think it'll reach, so I guess I'll go back. Didn't put them back in the right place. Yes. Insulation and solder in the middle. Hope I've got enough butane left in my torch. Maybe. Okay, so all the way through. Yeah, I can't hardly even get these things. Not really is. That's. I may have to go get a jumper. I don't like. I don't. Not sure that even this is gonna work. That's. Wait. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use a jumper. It looks like. Well, let me try. See if I can get a wire nut to get close enough to use that with. Yeah, that's unusual. This is my limiting factor. Can I give it? Okay, I think it gave a little bit more. Let's see. Yeah, I got a little bit closer. Still going to be extremely difficult to join. Okay. Let's see if I can get it back off of there. Hope I've got enough slack in there to do this. I will use the wire nut. Yeah, see how bad the reds work. Let's see here. I have enough slack to get in there. Mount it again without pulling everything loose. Just barely, that is. Very tight. On the blacks. I don't. Yeah, that's even pulling tight. Can I go with it? Maybe this one might get you. I'll get a little grace here if I can get this. Okay, I got a little nose through. That's a little better there. So I'll say this one's still like almost guitar string tight on that from that black wire there. But otherwise, let's pop in some batteries and see what happens. Power switch does have power. Okay. And they all work. Let's top one and a 2. Yep, provides a nice little bit of light interior inside there. Looks good. A little, I like that little dealio. And up, or okay. Just the tray came out. It wasn't the whole fryer. Okay. Forgot about that. Yeah, that looks okay. All right, cool. And it does sit down on our. Yeah, the wire nut does get in the way a little bit, but it's, I think, okay. Let's see. I can. Let's pop you back up again. There's that. Yep. The tray. Put that back in a minute. Okay, I got the hot glue gun, so I'm going to go ahead and leave there and just keep that down. Because like I say, it was sort of popping up and hitting for a second. And same thing, just run a couple of those to keep them contained. I think this one's okay because it's going back in this little notch. Okay. Yeah. All right. Give that another. Oh, actually, I can move this one too, maybe. No, it's already sticky enough. All right. So sort of contain everything there. That ought to help us out. Now, one last. One last little bit of decorating. Get. Okay, a C4. I think it said. Yep, C4, whatever. And thinking, oh, those where I need to. Had to do this the first time, so spread these out just slightly more. Let's start off with the one. Like a regular top part. And I say this top part on there, and this one on either end. Maybe going overzealous on the. Oh, actually, I think. Yeah, it's supposed to go in first, and then put the plants in. I don't. Well, supposedly flowers in there too, but I don't think we're gonna have room for all 4. Let's see what happens. Can't see much of anything. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be room for all 4, so I'm just gonna stop with this one. Maybe. Okay. that one in. I'll try. Get a yellow flower in here. Maybe put them all in first and then mount it. This seems dubious to me. Okay. Not okay, I just. Alright, I'll put our cover on. Works the cover. Okay. No dust cover for this one. So I don't have to worry about that. But that, oh, reinstall my fryer pan here. You back in place. Okay. And let's kill these lights to see how it looks in the dark. Very nice. And of course, the one up top, I'm swinging it around. Alright, yeah, just gives us plenty of light for the display. Our little thing in the back, the light behind the menu board lights everything up. Lantern over here. Yeah, this is a good one. Okay. Little iffy there at the end. But, you know, it's another one of those situations where I could tell as I was pulling the parts it was going to be a long one, but it wasn't going to be quite long enough to make 2 videos out of it. Plus, you know, start off Monday with our big 5K celebration project. So I think that one really turned out good. I say, just what I'd expect from a Rolife project. They have got this down. They just keep getting better and better. I think all their projects are just, you know, I go back to think about the first couple I did and how they looked versus these. These are just so much more advanced, so much more detailed, and it's just really, like I say, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do to pick up their game as they go on. I can't wait for their next batch. But like I said, tomorrow we're starting on the 5K project, and as I told you, it's been one that's been requested by multiple people. So here we go. The Beyond the Library Max. It's going to be our next big boy. This one is the biggest one I think I've ever done. I've done another library of similar layout. I'm not sure about the size. I got to tell you, just the weight of this thing. This is a heavy one. You can tell it's a dense project. There's going to be a lot of pieces to this one. I don't even know. Neil wants to comment on it too. I don't know. I don't think it even has. This is not one of those that has the info on how many pieces or anything on the outside. So maybe there'll be something like that on the inside. But this is, let's say this. I'm planning on this one being at least, 7 or 8 days. Just just glancing around, looking at all the stuff to make. Hopefully those books are like chunks and not individuals, because I may. If I had hair, I might pull it out if I had to make all those books individually. But I think it's going to be a fun one. Get to make a T-Rex, so it's got to be a good one. But that's starting up tomorrow. We'll get that opened up and take a look and see what we can see. But in the meantime, folks, leave you with our Sakura Wine Alley. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another. Stay safe. And Neo says bye. And I'll see you next time.